So David, tell me about endings and the transitions process.
Yeah, endings are an incredibly important aspect of the whole transitions process. But they're also a very important aspect of all our lives, really, because in our culture, we're actually not very good at endings. We seem to be very good at this whole thing of launching new schemes, launching new projects, launching all these different things. And actually, often we get into trouble a little way down the line in these new ventures because we actually haven't ended the person we used to be, the situation we were in properly. And actually this whole concept of ending is treated very negatively in our whole society. And even the way we look at death, it's sort of looked upon as a failure. And this notion of things ending, like divorce, relationships ending, divorce, it's very linked to this concept of failure. And actually, if you really think about it, if we end a relationship that doesn't work, if we end a particular job that wasn't working for us, it's actually a positive thing. And depending on your particular cosmological view, death is moving back into the oneness, moving back into the light, however you want to look at it. But it is again a return to the process of oneness. So depending on how you look at that, it's actually a very positive, amazing, wonderful thing in many respects. And I think that the problem that most people encounter with endings is that they don't actually mourn the loss or the letting go of something. It's not really even the loss, I think, it's this letting go of things. And actually allow that mourning process to really fully be expressed. And like I said, because it's so labelled with this notion of failure, and we're always taught at school that, you know, like especially, you know, as a boy, you know, don't cry about things. It's not good to express that real sorrow. And endings are really about allowing the sorrow, the loneliness, the vulnerability, all of those aspects that most of our culture wants us to disguise and not, you know, don't really want to see that. That's uncomfortable. It's about allowing those things to come forward and allowing those things to rise up and actually be burnt off, burnt away and let go of in that process of transition. So my advice is really to really go into an ending, to really mourn the things that you're letting go of, the things that you're saying goodbye to. And really also the transition process is more about breakthroughs rather than this process of just change. Because, like I said, often when we're trying to change, we're looking back into the past, so we have to hunt back into the past to keep referencing who we were. Whereas actually the process of breaking through into something else is more a leaving the past behind. So when we end things properly and we actually mourn that process of letting go, let it be expressed, and, you know, really allow ourselves to be whatever we feel we need to be as those things are coming to an end and moving into the past. That's the way to really tackle endings.